Hey everyone, what is going on? It is Noah Brokeboard Comics here, and for those of you who do not know, this is why I really haven't been around much. My family and I have been doing a reconstruction of my home for a while now, actually, well before the new year, and I have been super busy with that. Obviously, you can see we're very much under construction right now. We are kind of past that tipping point of everything being destroyed and things being built again. But again, this is why I really haven't been around. I've very much been investing a lot of time helping my family through this. And I really haven't had too much time for YouTube. So we are going to, for this video, do a pretty much entire wrap up of the last few months of 2024. I know we are well into January at this point, but you know, again, I haven't really been posting anything recently, and I just want to show you guys the best stuff that I've picked up and kind of go through all the things I've been up to the last few months, especially with Halloween, Thanksgiving, and then Christmas and the New Year. It was a very jam-packed last couple of months along with this, so I was very busy. I have been doing other things outside of my channel, so if you guys have been keeping up with that, that is awesome. I am very much still all over Instagram, so you can go follow me there. It's still Broke Boy Comics with an underscore in between Broke and Comics. But you guys can go follow me there if you haven't already. And, you know, I'm always posting on there, sharing people in my story. And yeah, so let's just get right into everything I've been up to recently. So on the record, let me just say, I hope everyone had a happy holidays and a great new year. I know we are well back to reality at this point, but I haven't had to say that yet on my channel. So I hope everyone was safe and had a great time with family and friends. So I have been on quite a few other people's channels besides my own. So I want to tell them all off to you here so you guys can go check them out, kind of see what I've been doing in between my last few videos that I've been doing. So to start it off, I was on Justin No Good Comics channel. He did a comic book origin of me. It was kind of interview style. It was tons of fun. Justin is a great guy. You guys can go check out that video. As well as I was on the Absolute Game of Nerds channel as well. They kind of did the similar thing, an interview talking about my backstory and everything. So if you guys want to check that out, absolutely go check out those videos. They're absolute blast. I love talking to both of those guys. Rohan and JP. So absolute blast. Other live streams I've been on was 3 Men in the Basement. I've been on their channel a few times. I was on a review kind of the Rhode Island Comic Con, which I will get more into that later, but that was also a great video. You guys can go check that out, see what we thought of the con. I will show a little bit of footage over this video just so you can see, but unfortunately, with how many things I did in the last few months of 2024, it is a lot to do, and it's been a very long time since some of those things have passed. So we're just doing a whole wrap-up now. Speaking of 3 Men in the Basement, I was also on their channel for a Christmas party. That was a ton of fun. We did a trivia of Christmas movies, so an absolute blast. Chinmo knows really well how to create some great and fun games. So go check that out if you're feeling in the Christmas mood and want to go back in time. And I was also on Cliff on Comics. I was on a Saturday live stream in the morning. We did a Comics and Coffee live stream, and he had tons of different segments. It was a ton of fun. Cliff is a fun guy, so please go check that out as well. And the last stream I did of 2024 was the Big Lion Cat 646's run on the also Comics and Coffee comic book store that they had a end of the year sale. And that was a ton of fun. We'll also talk more about them later because I do have some things I want to show from that sale. And as of recently, I was on a top albums of 2024 live stream on Mike the Beast channel. That I did share on my community tab, so I hope you guys all check that out. That was also a ton of fun, really hard making that list. So again, you know, I've been on a lot of people's channels, so you can check every single one of those out. I'll put the link to the video and their channel down in the description, so you can go spread the love and check out some more content. And without further ado, let's get right into all of the awesome books I got at the end of 2024. We are just going to go over the best stuff that I got just because I grabbed a ton, and by a ton, I mean probably 4 short boxes worth of comics from the many months that I was kind of away from YouTube. One of them being a huge Batman collection that filled a ton of holes in my Volume 1 collection, so I'm super grateful for that. And we'll talk more about future videos kind of later on, so you guys can stay tuned and let me know what you think of my idea. But let's get right into it. And because I really don't have a background right now, I'm just going to talk to the camera. So let me know what you think of constantly seeing my face the whole video. But the first kind of few books I want to talk about is this. So this is The Shade. It's actually an anthology. I think it's a few stories in here. I haven't read it yet just because I'm not much of a horror fan and I wanted to see the movie of this. So this is actually promotional stories for a movie that came out, and my good buddy Adam Miller has done some really awesome work with them. He did this cover as well as this one, and as you can see, he signed that right there. I went and supported him at That's Entertainment up in Massachusetts, which you guys can see footage of that there. Super awesome store, tons of back bins, and they have a back room full of records and games, and it's a honestly fun all-around store that if you guys are up near Massachusetts, kind of right on the border, it is an absolute blast to go to. Absolutely check it out. But yeah, so my buddy Adam Miller, he did the covers of these. He's a talented artist for sure. I also picked up that one as well, which is an insane cover. I just wanted to support him. And yeah, I think tomorrow I might be watching this movie because I need to read these. So super awesome. Just wanted to highlight those and my buddy. So thank you, Adam Miller, for the awesome stuff and for your signature. And this first kind of little stack of books is just random stuff I got from people or random places that I didn't take footage from or anything like that. So this first one here is Batman number 612. It is a classic fight between Superman and Batman, as well as the second cameo appearance of Tommy Elliott, which is super cool. This is during the Hush saga, and I'm super happy to own this book. I haven't had it yet in my collection, so very, very awesome. The next one I have here is The Killing Joke, obviously classic story. I believe this is a second print, which is super cool as that hot pink lettering right there. And I'm super happy to own this in my collection. I'm definitely going to read this. The only version I've read was the recolored version, so super happy to be able to dive into this. And I am probably going to shoot for a 9.8 of the first print this year, so we'll see if that happens. Next book here is another classic story, The Sign of the Joker. I did give one of these away in my last video. Congrats to Cram Bradley for winning that. But yeah, so super awesome book here. Classic book I am very happy to be adding into my collection. This next book here is just an awesome cover, Detective Comics 1040. I want to say this is Libra Mayhew. If I'm wrong, I'm going to correct that right here. But this is actually the death of Kirk Langstrom, who I believe is Man-Bat. I'm pretty sure. I will also correct myself here. This is why I do it on the background, because I can mess up a lot more and fix things a lot easier. But we don't have one of those. So again, just an awesome cover. I just wanted to show you guys. Another awesome cover here is this classic Poison Ivy cover by Jason Fabok, which I believe in my previous video I did have a Funko Pop of this, so super happy to grab that. And last book I have here is Batman number 618. This one here is the first full Hush appearance, which is actually from what I believe Clayface, and it's also revealed as an older Jason Todd. And it's also the third cameo appearance of Tommy Elliott. So very cool book and an awesome cover right there. I wanted to show that off to you guys too. And there you go. It's just a couple random books I picked up in the last few months. The next section of books I have here is only 4, but this is when me and a few of my friends went on a comic book crawl, unofficial, from 3 Men in the Basement. There actually will be one of those coming up soon in February. But yeah, we went to Putnam, Connecticut. We visited Wonderland Comics, as well as a few of the antique stores, which were super fun. It was super awesome finally getting to go up there and check out those 3 awesome spots right in the same town. We also went to, again, That's Entertainment. That was actually the first time I ever went there. Again, super cool store. We also went to Retro Junk, which was in Manchester, Connecticut. And that one was super fun. A lot of old video games there, and a lot of fun stuff to check out, even a spot where you can watch TV and chill out. A lot of cool stuff there as well. So super cool discovering all of those new shops and adding a whole bunch of places to visit on my list. So you guys can go check all those out. But let's get into the books that I got. So the first one here is Daredevil number 182. This is the funeral of Elektra. I believe this is the only Daredevil book as far as this video. But yeah, super awesome book to add to the collection. I did believe I picked this up in the antique store, so very awesome grab. The next one here is Superman number 264. This is the first appearance of Steve Lombard, who I believe is one of the reporters of the Daily Planet. I believe he's going to show up in the new Superman movie, which I did not think about when I was buying this, but super awesome cover and great Bronze Age DC. You know I love it, my 20 cents. And I have been getting quite a Superman collection, so you guys will see that later in this video. And yeah, so super awesome book. I believe I picked this up at That's Entertainment, so that is awesome. Next book I have here is Teen Titans number 37. This I don't believe is no, this isn't a key at all. The color is a little bit faded on this book, but it is just another cool Silver Age Teen Titans book to add to my collection. Last book I have here is The Flash number 199. A super cool cover right there with him sitting on a bench with the newspaper saying Flash is dead. Not a key as well, but just a super cool Flash Silver Age book to add to my collection. So there you guys go. That is all the best stuff I got from the comic crawl I went on. All right, next stack of books here I have from a CliffCon that I went to. This one was one of the more smaller ones, but super cool to go to. I believe I went to that in October, and I did pick up a small little stack here. Well, just showing you, again, the best stuff because I did pick up as well a lot of Batman books that day. All of them non-keys. I don't really need to waste the time in showing all of them, but again, we'll talk about that later. But anyways, let's get it started off here with All-Star Batman number 1. This is actually a Newberry Comics exclusive, and it's in a collaboration with Neil Adams, I believe. And what's actually significant about this book, it's not a key, but this is one of the very first stories I ever read all the way through the entire All-Star Batman run, which was, I believe, only 14 or 16 issues. And this is really what got me into the storytelling of comics, and I actually did sell off the entire run. And this cover in particular was like one of the first comics I ever purchased in a comic book store, that being Newberry Comics. And yeah, I kind of missed this cover. I saw it. I had to grab it. So that is why it is back in my collection. Next up here, I do just have a couple of awesome Detective Comics DC Universe logo variants, which these books are kind of hard to find. You can only find these, I believe, in only variety packs, I believe. But very cool covers on these, and you know, again, it's kind of rare to see these DC Universe logo variants, so super awesome to pick these up. Next book I have here is Batman number 406. Just one of the issues to the Batman Year One storyline. I believe, still need 405 and 408, and then I'll be done. But this is just, you know, classic story, and happy to pick that up. Next book I have here is a really cool one, Star Wars number 4. This is The Death of Obi-Wan Kenobi. I have not been picking up a ton of Star Wars for my collection, and with this being, you know, number 4 and just a classic Darth Vader cover, I had to show this off, and yeah, I am super happy to add that guy in my collection. It is super awesome and a great condition as well. And last book I have here has a little bit of a story to it. Obviously, you can tell what it is. Amazing Spider-Man number 51. This book here is the first appearance of Robbie Robertson, but it is more well known to be the first cover appearance and the second appearance overall of Kingpin. And the story with this book is actually a guy who I just mentioned that won my giveaway last video, Cram Bradley. I met him at the first time at this CliffCon, and he came up to me and said he was a fan of the channel. He loved my videos. I thanked him very much. and he actually gifted this to me. So huge thank you and shout out to Cram Bradley. He does actually have a YouTube channel with a few videos on there, so you guys can go support him. I'll put the link to him down in the description. As you can also check him out on Instagram as well, and he has a pretty cool collection. So thank you again, buddy, for this. This is super awesome, and I will be keeping this for quite a bit of time in my collection. So super happy to be able to get this from a fan at CliffCon. So super awesome. And with us being done with the first CliffCon I went to, let's go into the second CliffCon I went to. He does throw these every single month, usually at the last Sunday of the month. And this second CliffCon I went to at the end of the year was actually my 1-year anniversary of the first time I ever went to a convention, or a small local show for that matter. And it was a little bit of a celebration between me and the guys at 3 Men in the Basement. All my friends, I was hanging out there. It was a lot of fun and super cool to be back at that venue. And yeah, I did pick up, again, some pretty cool stuff from this as well. Let's get right into it. The first one here being Batman number 426, part of the Death in the Family storyline. This one, as well as 429, are just classic stories in the 400s. I think I only am missing one from the storyline now, so super cool to add these into the collection, as well as these are both newsstands, which is super cool. So very happy to add these into the collection, and I love this Joker cover. It's awesome. So super cool. Next one I have here is The Walking Dead number 19. This is actually the first appearance of Michonne. However, this is not the first original appearance. This is, I believe, a 15th anniversary edition. And this cover is by J. Scott Campbell, who kills it in this cover. And not only did I get this awesome one, but I got a super cool black and white version as well. I got this from my buddy Re-Up Hunter. Very awesome guy. I've seen him a few times, and a decent amount of this haul is from him. So thank you, Re-Up. I will be for sure stopping by your booth and probably buying from you soon. So super happy to add both of those into my collection there. And next book we have here, I actually made a trade with Lunch Money Comics. I traded him an awesome Dave Stevens cover that I did show off in a previous video. But I traded it for this. This is Swamp Thing number 9, a just classic Bernie Wrightson cover. And this is just, I saw this on his kind of wall books, and I needed it, and it was about the same price as the one I was looking to trade. So that was a no-brainer. Super happy to be adding that into my Swamp Thing collection. I think I will try to get a more near minty copy at some point if I can find it. But this one is in great condition. Super happy to add this in the collection. And just a classic cover by Bernie Wrightson. And I believe these next two books I also got from Re-Up Hunter. Here's another Star Wars book, another great Darth Vader and Millennium Falcon cover. This is Star Wars number 23. Super cool right there. I don't believe this is a key either, but very, very awesome. And next book I have here is Ghost Rider number 12. This is the only Ghost Rider you're going to see in this video. But this is actually the Death of the Phantom Eagle. And just a super cool Ghost Rider cover right there. Again, I am kind of dialing back with my Marvel. So again, the last Daredevil book and this Ghost Rider book is really the very minimum Marvel you're going to see. Oh, and the Spiderman as well. Yeah, so super cool though. I'm super happy to add this awesome book into my Ghost Rider collection. And last but not least, I picked up this awesome cover. This is Action Comics number 333. I honestly just really love the cover of Superman being I believe, a dragon. Okay, I was going to say Godzilla, but, copyright issues. But, yeah, so just a super awesome Superman cover with him being a dragon. I picked that up. I believe the centerfold is detached, so possibly in the future I may look for a better copy, but this is just, honestly, also in great condition. I've kind of been hunting for really nice copies of Silver Age and Bronze Age DC recently. So that is a lot of what this haul is a lot of Silver Bronze DC. That's kind of where my collection is kind of going to be focusing on into the next year. So yeah, again, just a super sick Action Comics cover right there. and this will not be the last you see of Superman. Definitely not the last. All right, the next kind of small stack of books I'm going to show off is from Rhode Island Con. This was definitely a great con, just with friends. Definitely go check out that kind of breakdown video that we did on the 3 Men in the Basement channel. We talked all about all the best things that happened at the con, and unfortunately all the worst things that happened on the con. But it was a lot of fun, super cool of it being in a stadium. There was even a life-size Appa there, which was super cool. Tons of great celebrities, and Funko Pops on top of Funko Pops on top of Funko Pops. And it was absolutely insane. First few things I do want to show from the Rhode Island convention is actually some Funko Pops I got signed. This first one here is a Dr. Emmett Brown from Back to the Future, signed by Christopher Lloyd. One of my favorite all-time movies, and I was super happy to meet him. I was definitely starstruck. So it's super cool to get that as well. I know, this is a comic book channel, but these are super cool, especially this next one. This one here is Darth Maul versus Ahsoka, and I got them signed by the voice actors, that being Sam Witwer and Ashley Eckstein. Super cool with the contrasting blue and red pen. Ashley Eckstein was a fantastic celebrity to meet, and Sam Witwer was also fantastic to meet. Again, go check out the breakdown video where we talk more about our experiences, but I had to show this off on my channel because I am in love with this. This is honestly my favorite thing that I got signed in 2024. So super happy to add both of those in my collection, but let's get into the comic books I got at the show. And unfortunately, there wasn't a ton of comic book vendors, but the one I bought pretty much all of them off of was Re-Up Hunter, so thank you again to him. This first one being an awesome Jenny Friesen Poison Ivy cover. I've been really loving her art recently, so super happy to pick this one up. As well as this one by Joshua Middleton, another fantastic Poison Ivy cover. That makes 3 now that I have in my collection. I'm not looking probably to collect the entire run, but I'm definitely looking to collect all of these awesome variant covers. And on the talk of Poison Ivy, I have here Batman number 367. This is just an awesome Poison Ivy cover, as well as this is a key where Jason Todd wears his circus costume for the first time, I believe, as Robin. And yeah, so another great book I picked up. Super happy to add that awesome cover and key into the collection. And next book I have here is Teen Titans number 32. Another super cool sea monster cover right there. And this is actually a key. This is the first appearance of Narc, I believe is how you say his name. There is a G in front of it, but I believe from what I've read, he is a caveman, the last Neanderthal, which is interesting. But this is his first appearance and an awesome cover with the sea monster on there. So very, very awesome. Another great Teen Titans book to add to my collection. This one I actually did not get from Re-Up. I got this from, I believe, Pleasant View Comics. I could have that wrong, but just another great pickup. And next one, this is the last one I picked up from Re-Up. And honestly, probably my favorite cover of Rhode Island, besides the next one we're going to get into. This is Wonder Woman number 207, a classic bondage cover right there. And I don't pick up a ton of Wonder Woman, but I saw this cover and it's from the Bronze Age DC era, and I couldn't say no. I pretty much looked at it, looked at the condition, made sure it was okay, and I snagged it. So yeah, super cool to add this into the collection. I'm definitely beefing up a lot of my DC Bronze Age, and I'm very much exploring into other series, which is going to be a very bad money pit. But anyways, this is also going to be a money pit. For those of you who have not seen this yet, this is probably, again, one of my favorite things I got in 2024, and I'm going to continue to do this with this artist. This is an awesome commission I got done. If you recall, on my Terrificon video, I did get a head sketch done by Ryan Santos, and I loved it so incredibly much that I had to get an entire cover commission by him of Mr. Freeze 2, and the amount of detail in this cover is insane, with him walking in the snow, the Batarang in his helmet, even the ice on the trade dress. It's just phenomenal. I do want to get this probably framed or in a comic capsule, something, so I can hanging up on my wall back here to have a little bit more. I just absolutely love this. I'm probably not going to get it graded This is honestly just an art piece at this point in my eyes, and I am going to continue to get more commissions done by Ryan Santos. I will put a link to his Instagram down in the description because everyone should be supporting their local artists, and him especially because he is absolutely fantastic. The next one I think I'm going to go for is Scarecrow, so super excited about that. And my last, I honestly think biggest pile of this haul, I got the most recent, and that was from Comics and Coffee. Again, you know, I did show a lot of this stuff in other people's live streams if I was overviewing a show. This one in particular, I did pretty much show off all of these. If you haven't seen the live stream already, still go check it out. It was fun hanging out with Big Lion Cat, as well as Otto from 3 Minute Basement also was there. So go check that out just for some live stream fun. But if you haven't watched that live stream, you can see what I got from Comics and Coffee. Starting off with Catwoman number 65, just a classic cover with the Jokerized Catwoman. Absolutely great. Had to grab that. I didn't have that in my collection yet. Next book here is Detective Comics number 466. Just a cool Detective Comics Bronze Age book. No key significance. Thought I'd pick it up. And this is where we start getting into a ton of Superman that I picked up. Not in any preparation for the movie or anything. Just because honestly my Superman collection is pretty cool and I just wanted to expand on it. So this one here, Superman number 279, great cover with Batgirl on there. Next one here, Superman number 231, great Neil Adams cover as well, and this was an upgrade to my collection, as I believe is the next one being... No, not this one. This one's new. Superman number 221. We are getting lower in number here with Super Fatso. Just a very ridiculous silver/bronze age cover right there. But very cool. All of these are in great condition, so I picked all of these up. This is the Neil Adams cover I did get an upgrade of. Superman number 213. Classic Neil Adams. Super awesome book. Again, a very big upgrade as well as that robot cover. So very happy to put these in the collection. Last one here, actually, being the oldest one, Superman number 154, with this super cool Mitsia Spidlick cover, with him turning a submarine into a banana. Very fun and just crazy book right there. Super happy to add this one as well into the collection. The next 4 books is of a series I have not started collecting yet, but I definitely dove in. And that's World's Finest. So this one here, World's Finest number 183. Batman, again, you guys know, is one of my favorite characters, and Superman is very high on the list. So World's Finest, I knew eventually I was going to start collecting, and this one here, World's Finest 180. Super awesome covers here. And yeah, it was a matter of time until I started collecting this run, just because, again, Silver and Bronze DC is kind of really what my jam right now, and I'm super happy to just be collecting more of it. World's Finest number 178. This book is actually key to the first appearance of Nova, who is the depowered Superman. You can see his new costume right there, and you see Green Arrow right there as well, so super cool. This last one also being one of the oldest ones, World's Finest number 130. Just a super cool alien kind of beast cover right there, with Batman and Robin and Superman. And I absolutely love the speech bubbles or thought bubbles on comic book covers. So super, super cool. I'm happy to add all of these awesome World's Finest, Superman, and the other just great covers into my collection. And there you guys go. I know I did talk a little bit quick, but that was a ton of comics to get through. I did a ton in the last few months of 2024. I wish I just had enough motivation and time to be able to make videos every single week like I used to. But again, I have a ton going on right now. But hopefully, you know, once this starts wrapping up, I'll be back to making normal content. Hopefully I can get to put my display back up. You can even see my bookshelf that I have back here is covered in a tarp, which is also in another few places in my room right now. But yeah, we're just getting through it again. I really just wanted to show you the best stuff that I got. And with that, there is a lot that I didn't show you. So I'm thinking in between the shows this year, I think I am going to start to do collection videos. So if there's a particular character you guys want to see, I know I did a poll a long time ago on Instagram, and Flash was actually the most requested person for me to show off my collection of. So I may do that first. I think the second runner-up obviously was Batman, which is probably going to be a multiple part video. But yeah, again, you know, you guys pretty much every series or anything that I collect, you saw in this video. So if there's a particular run or series or character you want to see, let me know. Drop it down in the comments. And I am going to be kind of watching my money a little bit more this year. So kind of a lot less online shopping, very much looking at particularly when I'm buying at conventions or shows, and kind of just dialing back a little bit. I do plan on saving a lot this year. So yeah, in between all of those, I might do a collection video of a character that I have. So again, please let me know which one you might be interested in seeing. And with that, thank you guys so much for watching. Please hit the like on this video. Again, comment down below what videos you might want to see here in 2025, and also what your favorite books from this video was, as well as subscribe to the channel if you guys like what I'm making. I know I have not been around, but again, I've had a lot of crazy stuff going on, so please bear with me. And yeah, once I start going to shows again this year and start purchasing more books, I'm going to for sure stay caught up on what I'm doing and make videos for you guys as it happens. So thank you guys so much for watching. Again, kind of speed run video here of all the best books I bought. But yeah, so thank you guys very much, and I will see you guys hopefully in the next video soon. Thank you guys. Take care.